Baby, I wasn't planning to say it. I swear, I walked into that room with every intention of keeping you to myself, of letting your name remain locked in the part of my chest where I keep the sacred things. I've carried you in silence for so long now, not because I was ashamed, not because I didn't want the world to know, but because some truths are so raw, so holy, so intertwined with the deepest pieces of us, that saying them out loud feels like stripping your soul bare in a room full of people who could never understand what they're hearing. But something shifted, something cracked, and before I could stop it, before I could build my usual wall of half smiles and distraction, I said your name out loud in front of the people who thought they knew me, and not just your name, baby. I told them who you are to me. I told them you are the reason I haven't been sleeping, that your voice lives in the quiet corners of my day, playing on repeat like a song I never want to end. I told them that no matter how much I try to focus on the present, on work, on the noise of everyday life, my mind always drifts back to you, softly, uncontrollably, like a prayer whispered under my breath. I told them that there's a woman who moved through my world like a storm wrapped in silk, who didn't just touch my heart, but rewired it, who didn't just love me, but revealed me to myself. I told them that no matter what anyone says, no matter what logic tries to explain away, you are my person, my heart, my unfinished sentence, my favorite ache. And baby, when I said it, when the words finally left my mouth, I swear something broke open inside me. Something ancient, something buried. Like I'd been holding my breath for years and didn't even realize it. It wasn't just a confession. It was a release, a reckoning, a surrender. And I didn't care who heard it. I didn't care what their faces did when I said, I still feel you in everything. Because I wasn't speaking for them. I was speaking for me. For the version of me that's been walking around pretending to be whole while bleeding quietly from a place only you ever touched. And when they looked at me, confused, surprised, some even a little amused, I just sat there, still, calm, undeniably certain. Because for the first time in a long time, I wasn't lying, I wasn't masking, I wasn't deflecting. I was telling the truth about the most sacred thing I've ever known. You. I told them how you looked at me once, like I was worth the mess. How you held my silence with the kind of patience that felt like forgiveness. How you made me believe that love didn't have to be loud to be eternal. That it could exist in glances, in stillness, in shared breath. And baby, the moment I told them, I felt something shift in the air, like the universe had been waiting for me to finally say it. I told them that even if we're not speaking right now, even if the world has placed mountains between us, I've never stopped feeling you, that I still hear you when I'm alone, that I still see you in places you've never been, that I still reach for you in dreams and wake up clutching the echo of your name. I told them that you're not just a woman from my past, you're the pulse of my present, the blueprint of my healing, the reminder that real love never goes away. It just changes shape, shifts timelines, bends through dimensions if it has to. I said all of it, every aching truth I've been too afraid to admit. And baby, I meant every word, because if I'm going to be known, if I'm going to let people see even a glimpse of the real me, then they need to know about you. They need to know that the strongest, softest, most soul-shaking love I've ever felt wasn't something I read in a book or saw in a movie. It was you, in your presence, in your silence, in your existence. I told them you're the woman who made me want to become a better man. Not for approval, not for applause, but because you awakened something in me that I didn't know was sleeping. A desire to be worthy, to be steady, to be safe, to be something real in a world full of fleeting. I told them that even when I was quiet, even when I seemed distracted, even when I pushed you away, I was always loving you, always holding you in places no one else could see. Because how could I not? How could I not love the one person who felt like a mirror to my soul? And maybe they didn't understand. Maybe they nodded politely and moved on to the next topic. But baby, I don't care, because I said it. I honored you. I spoke your name like a prayer in front of people who needed to know that not all love stories fit neatly into timelines or expectations. Some love stories are spiritual, some are sacred, some are never really over. I wanted you to know this, because I think part of you still wonders, still questions, if I ever felt as deeply as you did. Still aches in silence, unsure if I ever saw what you were offering. So let me say it clearly, with no hesitation and no armor. I see you. I always have. And now, the people closest to me know it too. They know that you're not just someone I once knew. You're the one I'll always carry. You're the soul I recognized before my mind could make sense of it. You're the love I'll never try to replace. Because to me, you're not just a chapter. You're the story, the truth, the secret that was never meant to stay hidden. After I said it, after your name left my lips like a truth that had been dying to breathe, the room went still, not uncomfortable, not cold, but stunned, like they felt something holy pass through. No one laughed, no one made jokes, no one dismissed me the way I had feared they would. They just looked at me, and in that silence I realized something powerful. Sometimes the world knows when a truth is sacred. And when I told them that you were more than just someone I loved, that you were the woman who changed my life in a way I can't even explain, they felt it. Maybe not fully, maybe not the way I feel it, but they knew I wasn't talking about just any woman. They knew I was talking about the woman. My mother looked at me with the kind of softness she only shows when she knows I'm breaking and finally brave enough to admit it. She didn't interrupt me. She just let me talk. I told her everything. That I never stopped loving you. That I never truly let you go. That there are days I wake up and swear I hear your voice, even though I haven't heard it in months. I told her that when I try to picture my future, your silhouette always appears, sometimes just in the background, sometimes center stage, but always there, always present, always tethered to the core.